Number 25, the Battle of Thermopylae, 480 BC. This was the epic battle of 300 Spartans who fought against thousands of Persian troops in a historical event that has gained even more attention from Gerard Butler's swashbuckling historical movie simply titled 300. Thermopylae is arguably the most famous battle in European ancient history and has been cited as an example of exemplary valor, courage, strategy, and heroism. Xerxes, king of Persia, may have let his overconfidence get the best of him, however, and although the Greeks lost the battle, it set the stage for them to eventually defeat the Persians and win the war. In retrospect, the Persians should have walked away while they had the chance. Number 19, the Battle of New Orleans, the War of 1812. General Edward Pakenham, the commander of English forces in North America, made a fateful decision during the Battle of New Orleans that his troops should hold their fire just a little longer than what was necessary. At the end of the day, at the age of 36, it cost him his life. Number 14, the leadership of General Benjamin Franklin Butler. During the American Civil War, he served as a major general in the Union Army. His policies regarding slaves as contraband so they could have freedom, his administration of occupied New Orleans, his ineffectual leadership in the Bermuda Hundred Campaign, and the fiasco of Fort Fisher rank him as one of the most controversial and ineffectual political generals of the war. Number 11, Pickett's Charge, 1863. Although there were some controversies looming as to why General Robert Lee ordered the charge, one thing's for sure: everything went really wrong. By the end of the confusion and chaos, leaders would be pointing fingers at each other, but the lives of the 10,000 men who were lost that day because of their miscommunication would never be recovered. Number 9. The Battle of the Somme, World War I. Field Marshal Douglas Haig of the British Expeditionary Force has been criticized, along with several French commanders, of grossly mishandling the battlefield. At the end of the three-day offensive, over 630,000 British and French troops lost their lives fighting German forces. Number 6. Operation Market Garden, World War II. This operation was the biggest airborne operation in history, but was an unsuccessful move by the Allied forces. In an attempt to rout the Germans and capture several bridges, things seemed to be going well at first, but they went south when General Bernard Montgomery failed to secure a critical point. The British did not expect as much resistance as they faced and ended up being pushed back. The failures here extinguished the hopes of ending the war by Christmas of 1944. And number 1, the Alamo, February of 1836. When Mexican General Santa Anna was on his way through Texas to squash a rebellion, he decided to make a stop at the Alamo and teach it a lesson. Although he won that battle, his unnecessary detour ended up costing him the war as Texas troops had time to assemble. Several days later, Santa Anna suffered defeat and the Republic of Texas was born.